Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone. Today I will explain a proposal seminar with the title is Analysis of Static Archive Storage and Discovery Procedures at the National Archive Institute of the Republic of Indonesia. Before I start, let me introduce myself first. My name is Alvita Carolina Ramadan from the Digital Office Administration Study Program. The first material is research background. Archive have an important role as a source of information. The existence of archive as a source of information makes them a source of evaluating events that have occurred in the past, considering decision making in the present, and predicting possibilities that will occur in the future. So there is a need for effective archive management so that information can be maintained and work can be carried out well. One sign the records management has been carried out well is that it's easy to store and find the records that we need. Therefore, it is necessary to establish appropriate procedures so that these activities are carried out well. Next is research purpose. First is to understand the static archive storage procedures used by the Preservation Work Unit of the National Archive Institute of the Republic of Indonesia to support archiving activities. Second is to understand the static archive discovery procedure used by the Preservation Work Unit of the National Archive Institute of the Republic of Indonesia to support archiving activities. And the third is to find out the problem experienced by employees and the solution taken to overcome these problems. Next is literature review. For the first material is archive management. Previous researchers Sivan Malik and Meiko Panigoro 2023 said that archive managed by companies must be managed and organized well and neatly because the advantage in the field of archive really help the leadership tasks and support the work mechanism of all company employees concerned in achieving the goal of being better, effective, and efficient. The information needed through archive can minimize the occurrence of misunderstanding, prevent duplication of work, and achieve work efficiency. The next material is archive. Archive are records that function as memory within an institution. The purpose of this archive is to collect information and facilitate the retrieval of needed information. According to the function, archive can be divided into two types. There are dynamic archive and static archive. Previous researcher Amsha in the book on archive management said that dynamic archive are archives that are used directly in planning, implementing, organizing national and state life, or used directly in administering state administration, where all archives are still located in various offices, be they private office, governments, or community organizations. Dynamic archive, according to the function, can be divided into types. There are active dynamic archive and inactive dynamic archive. Active dynamic archive are archives that have a high frequency and or are continuously used. And for inactive dynamic archive are archives that aren't directly and continuously needed and used in daily operations, and their frequency also continues to decrease. In addition, these inactive dynamic archives are also managed by the Archive Central. And for static archive are archives produced by archive creators whose retention periods have expired and are not used directly for planning activities, organizing national and state life, or state administration, where the static archive will later be stored permanently for various purposes. For the next material is archive storage procedures. According to Suhendi in 2020, said that archive storage procedures are work steps carried out in connection with the storage of a document. The procedures or steps for storing archive are as follows. First is inspecting, indexing, coding, sorting, and placing. Next is archive discovery procedures. According to Rosalia and Alamsyah 2017, there are two methods for carrying out archive retrieval. Namely, first, manual archive retrieval method. There are 4 steps. First is research or check the required archive. Second is fill out the loan receipts. Third is search for letters in the filing cabinet according to the use of the storage system. And the last is once found, put the ordner back and hand the letters to someone who needs it. And for the archive retrieval method using electronic media, letters are usually entered into a particular system or folder and grouped according to a particular system so that they are easy to find. Next is review of previous research literature. Research conducted by Yanis 2021 and Susanti and Puspasari 2020 share the same opinion that archive management must be carried out well and correctly. One of the factors that determines the success or failure archive storage and retrieval archive are easy to carry out when needed. Therefore, it is necessary to have archive storage and retrieval archive procedures that are effective, efficient, and in accordance with archival standards. And for the researcher Jamila and Pallavi 2021 and Winandia Dwi Rahmayani Putri 2023, said that archives have back use value because archives are a source of information that supports administrative and bureaucratic activities, making archive a center for memory, decision making, and as evidence of company activities. Therefore, it is necessary to implement good and correct archival procedures. Next is place and times of research. Researchers carry out research over a period of 3 months starting from February 12 to April 30, 2024 at the Preservation Work Unit stations. Unit work. In carrying out research, the schedule for research days and hours has been determined directly by the place concerned, so that researchers can directly conduct interviews and observation with the parties concerned. Next is research designs. Researchers using the qualitative research. This research is descriptive qualitative research using the case study method. In this qualitative research approach, the data display is in the form of the sentences or narratives. In qualitative research, one approach that is often used is the case study approach. Next is data search and research samples. The data search used is primary data obtained through direct interviews, and for the sampling technique, use a non-probability sampling technique. Next is data collection techniques. There are 3. First is interview. Interview is collecting informational materials, which is done by asking questions and answer either verbally when slightly face-to-face or with a predetermined direction and purpose. Second is observation. Observation is a data collection technique by directly observing the behavior patterns of an object involving participants in certain situations to obtain correct, accurate, and unique information. And the last is documentation study. The document is a record of an event or someone's work about something that has passed. Documents are not just image but can be in the form of reading, photographs, or someone's monumental works. Next, there is data validity techniques. Researchers using triangulation techniques. Triangulation is a combination of various data collection techniques and available data sources to eliminate difference in things that occur in collecting data on various events and relationships from various views and opinions. Next is data analysis technique. Data analysis can be said to be a method of processing data into information that is more accurate and easier to understand when presented to readers of the general public and then used to find solution or problem solving. There are three types for data analysis techniques. First is data reduction. In data reduction activities, the process of simplifying, classifying, and disposing of data that is considered unimportant and relevant occurs, so that the data produce information that is meaningful, appropriate, and makes it easier for researchers to draw conclusions. Next is there is display data. This data display or data presentation is an activity when a collection of data has been arranged systematically so that it will produce a conclusion that is easy to understand. And last is withdrawal of conclusion. Conclusions are drawn by analyzing the comparison of the suitability between statement from subject of or information and the meaning contained in the basic concept of the research. I think that's all from me. Thank you so much for the attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.